Have you ever spent hours redoing a task because it wasn't perfect and still felt like you failed? I've been there. Like the night I found myself at 2 a.m., glue gun in hand, completely frustrated and exhausted. Today, I'll show you why perfectionism is secretly draining your peace and how to break free. Hi, I'm Mary Beth. Welcome back to Peace in Progress. If you're new here, this is the channel where we talk about living with more clarity, peace, and intention. Today, let's talk about perfectionism, why it feels so heavy, and how to finally let go. Perfectionism can look like high standards, but underneath, it's about fear. Fear of being judged, of not being enough, of disappointing others. It whispers, if I just work harder, if I just get it exactly right, then I'll feel worthy. But here's the truth. Trying to be perfect doesn't free you. It traps you. I'll set the scene for you. It was one of those nights where the clock ticked past midnight and I was still hunched over the dining room table, surrounded by half-finished costumes, stray sequins, and a hot glue gun that felt permanently attached to my hand. In front of me was a costume piece that, to anyone else, looked completely fine, but not to me. I leaned closer, squinting, convinced that one rhinestone was off-center. By 2 a.m., the joy that usually carried me through creating was gone. Instead, I was exhausted, cranky, and surrounded by chaos. Threads tangled on the floor, scissors buried under piles of fabric scraps, and a half-drunk glass of Diet Coke that had gone completely flat. That's when it hit me. My quest for perfection had completely drained me. What had started as a project I loved had turned into a battle against myself. I wasn't creating anymore. I was obsessing. The costume was already good enough, more than good enough. No one in the audience was going to notice that slightly crooked bead or uneven line of stitching. They were going to see the character come alive on stage. But I'd let perfection steal the joy out of the process. That night taught me something I've carried ever since. When you let being perfect take over, it doesn't just exhaust you. It robs you of the creativity, energy, and satisfaction that got you started in the first place. And spoiler alert, the audience didn't clap for the flawless stitching. They clapped for the show. Psychologist Brené Brown says, perfectionism is not the same thing as striving to be your best. Perfectionism is the belief that if we live perfect, look perfect, and act perfect, we can minimize or avoid shame, blame, and judgment. But perfectionism doesn't actually protect you from pain. It just guarantees you'll always feel like you're falling short. It's like chasing a finish line that keeps moving further away. How much time and energy have you lost chasing perfect? It can sometimes even keep you from starting something out of fear that you might fail. So, what's the alternative? It's not lowering your standards. It's learning to embrace progress, authenticity, and wholeness over a flawless performance. Think about it like this. A chipped mug still holds coffee. A slightly out of tune song can still move you to tears. A costume with uneven stitches still tells a story. Imperfections don't cancel out value. Often they add character. Here are some journal prompts to help you let go of perfectionism. Where in my life do I feel the need to be perfect? What am I afraid will happen if I let people see the real, imperfect me? Can I think of a time when something imperfect turned out to be meaningful or beautiful? How would my life feel lighter if I aimed for progress instead of perfection? Pause here, jot down your thoughts, or share in the comments. What's your perfectionism story? Letting go of perfectionism is really about choosing peace over pressure. It's about remembering that your worth doesn't come from flawless performance. It comes from being human, whole, and real. So today, I invite you to release perfectionism's grip. Allow yourself to show up as you are, unique, beautiful, real. Because peace and purpose aren't found in perfection. They're found in authenticity. If this resonated with you, I'd love for you to grab your journal and explore those prompts. And if you're curious about more ways to find peace, subscribe to my channel. Be sure to check out my other videos about journaling, uncovering your authentic self, and so much more. Let's support each other. Drop a smiley face in the comments if you're working on letting go of perfectionism. Thanks for spending this time with me today. I hope to see you next time. But I'd let perfectionism stoy the